All right, good morning, everybody. I'm apologizing, first of all, for a slight delay in our proceedings today. But never fear, we have managed to get everything up and running, and we are live with you today. We have still got plenty of time to spare, but because we always build in a buffer here at Social Bridges, this is our second event in what I hope will be a very long and very successful series. Hopefully also after things continue in a more normal fashion after we have got rid of this awful pandemic. I want to welcome any and all who are joining us today via this YouTube live stream or perhaps in a subsequent catch-up, and that is to remind you that all of our videos will be available for your perusal after our conference has ended, and indeed after each and every day. I'm so very proud to be able to kick off this very exciting offering to you today on the topic of group alignment. Very much connected with this theme, we humans like and indeed need to exchange information in groups. It is how we learn, it is how we have fun. It is perhaps also more importantly now than ever when we feel so disconnected from one another. And yet with non-essential travel limited, both due to the associated carbon cost and the risk of coronavirus transmission, as an academic community, I feel we stand at an impasse. A conference, if we think of the etymology of the word, comes from the word to bring together, to deliberate, to talk over, or literally to bring together. And isn't that exactly what this incredible technology is allowing us to do now more than ever? Despite these technological difficulties that we've had this morning, Social Bridges believes that the current challenges offer us a unique opportunity to rethink how we as a community wish to gather and discuss our common interests. With Bridges, which stands for Building Research Interdisciplinary Groups Through E-Conferences, we propose a solution that makes use of the available technology so that we can meet as a community, but without the restrictions of disciplinary or indeed geographical boundaries. And in doing so, we have four main goals. We want to promote interdisciplinary exchange, and hopefully you'll find that the program we've put together really does cross many disciplinary boundaries. We want to facilitate new collaborations, and that's why we've got two themed workshops for you prepared this week. We also want to train young researchers, and so we've offered them the ability to do a quick 3 to 5 elevator pitch style poster, which you can go and check out in our virtual poster room. And we want to ensure a quick turnaround of ideas. Long gone are the idea that you need to have an abstract submitted a year before you actually go and present at the conference. And this is all possible because all we need to do is share a simple link. The event we have put together for you will try and accomplish all of these things in a way that is fresh and dynamic, informative, and perhaps most importantly, and in answer to the question of the conference, why do we do things together? We hope that it will be in a way that means we all have fun. Before I walk you through our offering, I would like to say a few words about the host institution, which unfortunately our dean is not able to present personally today due to a scheduling conflict. Naturally, I wish that I could invite you all to take in the beautiful sights and sounds of Munich. I definitely would recommend that once you are indeed able to fly again, that you come, and maybe we would go and watch a football match or go to the Staatsoper and listen to some magnificent music. Both of these excellent examples of how humans do things together in groups. I could walk you around our beautiful campus where you might see other examples of the consequences of alignment in groups, teams, and networks, and look at how our student body gets along as part of the military armed forces. And so from all of us here at Social Bridges, I'd like to say an official thank you to the Bundeswehr University of Munich, which continues to support some of my crazy efforts, including this Social Bridges initiative. My next thanks goes to my incredible team that has worked tirelessly and will continue to work tirelessly over the next 3 days, sometimes behind and sometimes in front of the camera. And they are indeed the real reason we are all able to be here today. And in no particular order, I'd like to thank Olga Lantukova, who has tirelessly worked to create our online presence, both in the form of the website and our Twitter feed. Please go and check it out and retweet all the wonderful pictures and messages she puts up there. Yasmin Abra and Felix Summer, who have been so wonderful in creating the grand finale before our keynote, our workshop on creative coordination on Friday. Thanks very much to you three, and I will continue to thank you through the course of our time here together. I would also like to quickly walk you through what we have on offer today before we start our official program. I'd like to say that we think that this conference format we've conceived of offers a wide range of activities for you. We've had our first Social Bridges event this summer, and it was even better than I even dreamed of. And I have to say, I usually have pretty high expectations. So I hope to treat you to a similarly memorable experience. We've chosen to live stream this event via YouTube, and you can access the link via our main conference live page. You'll simply see a click button which says Online Conference Room. This link will be different each and every day, I'm afraid. So please go to our live page and click on the orange banner Online Conference Room to join us. On the same page, you'll also find catch-up links to the videos from the previous day, as well as our poster submissions. You can find these under Catch-up and Virtual Poster Room, which I hope is clear enough. Finally, you can follow the program for the current day, which also specifies where we are in the program, and you can then go and look up any of our speakers. Because one thing we will not be doing today, again, a bit of a shift from the traditional conference styles, we won't have long, lengthy introductions telling you where our speakers are from. We believe that information is there for you to find very easily on our website, and we hope that you'll do that. Because Olga spent a lot of time putting up pretty bio pictures and giving you a link to our speakers' pages. In the time I have left, before we start with our first speakers, there are a few aspects of our conference that I'd like to make you aware of. Mainly, these highlight both the advantages, but also the potential weaknesses of an online exchange. On the one hand, we are not bound by space and time, and that sounds kind of exciting. But as metaphysical as that may sound, practically it has meant that those speakers who were unable to present live due to personal reasons can pre-record. That is the case for one of our speakers on Friday, but I will let you know in advance. And fortunately, they will be able to join us for the questions. Similarly, our virtual poster room has pre-recorded submissions from around the globe, from different time zones representing a global perspective that will be available long after these 3 days have passed. We are showing how we can truly ensure access with no registration fee or travel costs to the attendees or the planet. And with a simple YouTube link, all you need to do is click and join us either live or in a catch-up session later. However, I think we should probably also be aware of the pitfalls of this ambitious revolution. And at the top of that list must be the extra effort we must all make to be present. If we can't do so by sitting side by side while listening to a talk, or indeed getting those nerves as we stand up on the stage, how do we make sure that we actively engage and use this medium to its utmost? Well, I think that that's something you can do, but we've hopefully facilitated this. A conference is a place to talk and come together, as I've said, the word implies. It must be a place where we can truly engage with one another and feel together as a group. So we've tried to create opportunities for this active engagement in the form of the YouTube chat alongside the live stream. Use it, fill it with anything that enters your head. It can be emojis to thank our speakers. It can be questions either during or after their talks. This will be monitored by the chair of each session, as well as the speaker after the session, which will hopefully facilitate further exchange. We've also created an interactive whiteboard. Again, you can find this on our website, where you can put down thoughts, questions, comments, either in text or image form. But please note that to add content, so you can look at it without registering, but to add content, you need to register with the Whiteboard platform. I will show you one of these before we start our next session so that you can see what we have on offer. Lastly, I should tell you that we've put together 2 interactive workshops. People have already been registering and signing up for these, and they are turning out to be pretty exciting. I'm very pleased to say that they're fairly fully booked, but if you would like to still join us, do reach out and I'll see if we can squeeze you in. Otherwise, of course, you can follow along on the live stream. But if you want to be actively part of the workshop, and I'd specifically say that the creative coordination one will be particularly fun, do drop us a line. The one is on quantifying group coordination. So this will be more methodsy, where we look at new computational approaches for capturing the degree of alignment and how this changes dynamically over time. And as I said, the one on Friday is on creative coordination. I think we've kept the best for last. I do want to say that we are very excited to have our two speakers currently setting up in the waiting room. I believe we have Alan just checking out the sound, but we are almost ready to go live in 2 minutes time. To that end, I have Olga who's going to just wave hello. I don't have my poster up yet, Olga. This will happen shortly. But yes, I'm just going to check that we have Alan. Alan is, yeah, Alan and Mark, I believe, are just setting up, and they're going to transfer over to us here. So without further ado, we will be starting our live presentations with Alan Wing and Mark Elliott on ensemble timing in about 1 minute's time. We look forward to hearing that soon.